It's amazing. Would love to hear it in person. I know it comes from him, but I like to meet him and get the opportunity to get some wisdom from the man himself. But it's a hell of an honor.
Have you ever met him before in person?
I've not.
It's my cause, my kids. You're supporting Luke off that are quite fun. Can you tell me why you picked that one, why it's important to you, and what you hope to get out of having that represented on your kids?
Well, I got the chance to meet with Jason Garrett, and we took a picture and sent it to Babe, and kind of brought that motion back of that time when we were in college and we were spending time on the field, time after school, and after practice together. Just bringing back those memories, and I always wear his wristband, reminding me of his message and the kind of person that he is. So I just wanted to bring it full circle and show how much he left an impression on all of us, including myself. And he's a hell of a person, and I'm better because I knew him.
Myles, when you saw the shoe, it has his face painted on it. What was your reaction to see how those came out?
He did a hell of a job, and I love the theme, the colors in which they work with, and I think his likeness looks very well. And I'm just proud of the work that they did, and glad that I'm able to have a piece of him with me.
Myles, what kind of guy? I'm sorry. What kind of guy was he, and what influence did he have on your life?
Just optimistic, resilient. He just always wanted to be 1% better, make the people around him a little bit better. Just for knowing him, and that wasn't his goal or mission. That's the kind of person he was, and I think we all can live like that.
I wanted to ask just about Trent. I know how much respect you have for these great tackles. You've gone against him before. What do you relish about this matchup? And he was saying, you're causing him to lose sleep and stuff. What's that like to you?
I doubt it. The man's a Hall of Famer. He's seen a whole bunch of great rushers along this time. So, love the challenge. I know I haven't gotten Purdy and putting him in the graveyard. So, we've got to make that happen. And he's an obstacle, and they're going to have other things that they throw my way, and hopefully the weather holds up a little bit, so they even have to throw the ball. But he's one of the best to do it. So I look forward to the challenge and continuing on this streak that we're on.
What do you remember from the last time you faced him a couple of years ago?
What do I remember?
What can you take away from the last time you faced him? They kind of used this time around.
I would say just settle down. I remember I had 2 offsides, and that's ruining 2 opportunities to rush a passer and changing their plan. Those could have been long developing plays, allowing us a little bit more leeway to rush the passer. They're already a team that likes to stay on time and stick to their rhythm. So don't give them any ways out of what we've already put them up to. So if we get them to 3rd and 9, don't allow them 3rd and 4, and give them an easier out. So as far as him, he's still playing at a very elite level. He can still kick with the fastest of us, and he still has a good anchor. So it'll be a challenge, but got to continue to throw different looks at him and a variety of moves.
Myles, you already have your record for sacks of the season. What has made this your best year?
Really, it's all thanks to my teammates. I wouldn't be here in the position I'm in to even challenge the record without them. Those guys have helped elevate my game, and hopefully I've helped elevate them as well. The level of chemistry and synergy that we've been rolling with, especially after the Vikings, after Steelers. I think I got back healthy, and guys were feeling good, and we've really been playing up to our potential since then.
The single-season sack record is within reach. How bad do you want it?
I don't even think about it as a want. I just think about something I'm going to knock down. It's already been written in my mind. That's going. It's just how far I'm going to take it. So, just going to go out there and do what I do, and whatever number I end up at.
You got a number in mind?
Yeah.
And it is.
It's written on my tape, so if y'all are fortunate enough to see it, then y'all will know.
Myles, obviously the sacks stand out, and that's the Lamb stat that everybody points to. But Kevin and Jim have both highlighted that, when it comes to your game, it's not just the sacks. Like it's about how you play the run, how effective you've been in that regard. How important is it to you, and how much pride do you take? And when you try to consider yourself or think about yourself as the best at that position,
You have to be well-rounded.
How important is also doing it in the run game to you?
Yeah, I want to be remembered as one of the very best at the position, and that includes being well-rounded in the run and pass. And I know the record for TFLs is 39, and I feel like I can go and challenge that. And that's not out of reach either. So you got to continue this level of play and elevate and pick it up as much as I can. So as much as people want to see me break the sack record, I think there are other things out there which I want to achieve, and I think will help the team win.
When you mentioned you couldn't do it without your teammates, does that include the fact that you're getting some because the quarterback has to run backward because the interior is getting pressure, or the guy has to hold the ball? It feels like some of the sacks recently have been on second effort from you, and other guys might help you to have that extra time to get to sack.
Absolutely. I mean, with the kind of blocking schemes we're throwing at myself and us, there's going to be some second efforts, and not only is it us up front, but the guys on the back end, taking away that first read, making them hitch, that helps tremendously as well. So those guys making them step back or even unable to step up, that makes my job a lot easier.
I think Rob only has 3 sacks so far this season. He's only played 4 games, but their offensive line in general seems to be playing really well. What kind of a challenge does it present for you to get to this week?
I mean, it's a challenge every week. There's going to be a variety of different looks, variety of different schemes, whether it's slides or chips or turn YB, all kinds of things. So I do think they're playing at a high level all across the board. But we got to do what we do. We can't worry too much about them or any numbers. We just have to make the plays that we can make, and if he gets the ball out quick, then we have to knock it down. And if we can keep points up off the board and take an early lead, then we can kind of pin our ears back like we did last week.
What makes McCaffrey so good, and how tough is it when he's going to get the ball a million times a game?
Because he's one of the best with the ball in his hands just in general, whether it's receiving or rushing. So he's a dual threat when it comes to that, and they give it to him as much as possible. So he can line up out wide. He can see, receive a screen. He can get a toss. He can hand it off to him. Like however they can get the ball to him, they will. So he can hurt you in a variety of ways.
Myles, saw the clip yesterday of Micah talking about you texted him earlier yesterday, said go be great, and just between that level of pass rusher, just is there a sort of a certain pay it forward type of mentality, like the previous generation paid it forward to you, and then you trying to guys like you trying to help the next generation? Is there sort of a kind of a lineage or something like that between that level of guy at that position?
I mean, I just see someone, who's doing, what I do, at least my craft, and just want to be able to support them, and someone who who's asked for, advice, guidance in a way, and being able to share the room with them, helps a lot. Getting to know the person, see how much drive, how much he wants to be great. That makes me want to help him even more. But it's not just him. There's Will, there's Aiden, those guys, and more even like Max. I'm so enthused and excited to watch them play and dominate at a high level. I just like watching those guys do what they do best at the best of their ability. So if I can be beneficial in that, then I'll be glad to, because those guys are, I feel like good football players, good men, and we need more of them.